everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The line. Here. The line. New music, so fine. Kirk Cousins. Woo!
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I am Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. Let's go! We're back, baby. We're back. Get on up in here. We are back.
Let's go.
You know your boy is hyped up over here, man.
Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Let's go.
Get in here, ladies and gentlemen. You know your boy is hyped.
Woo.
You know it's about to be an amazing show. Get in here, like, share, let's go. Let's talk football, family. Man, I'm excited, Sean. I'm excited.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
You got nothing to be excited for.
Oh, I'm very excited. Oh, no,
The only thing that you get to be excited for is that them players get to rest before they go to different destinations, because it can't.
Let them know, Sid. Let them know.
Sydney.
The
Commanders.
Commanders.
You're mad, Sydney. I know you're harboring what I said. What will happen on the women's takeover?
Wow.
It seems
Sydney.
like all the things I said were coming true. Nobody thought Tua could do it, but me, I said he could do it.
I'm gonna hit it for you one time, Sydney. She don't want this.
Stand up, left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders.
Let's go.
Hey, Sean, you said that when you were in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, look. Don't worry about if we're in or out. Y'all gonna be right there with us soon enough, so don't worry about that.
Here we go. We're gonna talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, get in here. Oh, Lordy B, please pray nice. Come on. It's okay. It's okay, ladies and gentlemen. I'm prepared for what is getting ready to happen today. So let's get into it. I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
Yay!
If you don't know, now you know, the greatest show in Northern Virginia. Oh, here we go.
Let's go.
Here we go. Can I give the shout out first, man? The greatest show in Northern Virginia. Without this boy promoting all his paraphernalia, but at the end of the day, you already know who we represent. But we love to talk this game of football, and we love to talk it with you. Man, as you already know, I'm ready to remind Sean where he'll be next week.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Please, don't worry. Yeah. Hey, keep it calm. Sydney, you came for war today. Dang,
right.
my broski. This is
all right, man. I got you.
Yesterday.
I got you, Sid.
Y'all already know what time it is. All right, Sean, let's get into it. What we got first?
Let's do this real quick. I know we've been doing it. I went to Chicago this weekend to see my guy, Nick. He is currently in Vegas on them tables.
Woo!
He already cashed out of one game, so he's got to hop into another one. I was able to say what's up to him. He's doing good. Happy birthday, Andrew. Happy birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I hope y'all had a great one.
Both
no
of you
doubt.
guys, man.
No doubt. And I had to do that one so we can start with a positive, because Janae, I called you at 11 o'clock last night, not to gloat about my team, but because I was heartbroken. Janae, another year I make it to the fantasy football championship only to come up short.
1 point. 1 point. And up by 30 of last week, y'all. Up by 30 of last week and lost by 1 point.
Done.
And this is the second year in the row. This is the second year in a row. 1 point. Sean, the luck, man. I'm sorry.
I don't even know what to say.
I'm hurt for you.
Last year, the problem was I didn't put in the right guys late. So some of the guys I put in had underperformed, and their team had a great performance. This year, I sat there, made sure I went back and forth. I even picked up somebody on free agency. I brought them off of waivers and said, this is it. This is your time to shine. They did great. Shout out to Tyler Algier. But at the end, I'm on Ross St. Brown, the guy that has been dominating all year long. He
straight dominating. But one game, he was not throwing the ball.
One
man.
game.
The game.
Ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Sean. I'm sorry. A 1-point loss 2 years in a row in the championship.
What up, Johnny?
I know that's a stinger.
It's painful. It's painful, Janae. So I will not get the purse. I walk away empty-handed. It was a long season, and now I just have a long off season.
Next year. It's gonna happen.
Next year will come. And next year will come for another team a little early. But before we went out, we had to handle some business. Washington gets the W. You see what it is. Left hand up. Let's go. Commanders get it done 26-6. I am absolutely excited. I'm excited because my guy Sam Howell came in there and did what he needed to do. I am glad for that. But here we go, Janae. Like I said yesterday, I'm not going to gloat. Partially, that was because of the fantasy. But the other part is because did y'all show up yesterday? Because
we played horrible.
I mean, part of it didn't even feel good because it was like, we're not supposed to dominate you like this. And it was like, all right.
We played absolutely horrible. Now, we had defensive moments that could have worked, but if your offense isn't turning at all, like we were shut out altogether. 1 touchdown. That's it. That was a shutout. In my book, that was a shutout.
I don't know what happened with y'all.
I mean, honestly, your team showed up. I mean, what kind of energy was that?
Look, but it wasn't even that. But look, let's break it down honestly, because it was y'all's mistakes that gave us the opportunity. First, your punter drops the ball and gives us a short field.
Turpin gives you the ball short field.
Exactly. Turpin gives it to us. That's back to, that's 2 plays that were huge.
Dak throws the interception. Right.
He throws 2. Technically, he threw 2 pick sixes because the first time he threw it, Fuller dropped it. And then he threw it right back to him.
Like,
what happened? What happened with y'all? Because that didn't look like y'all.
I think, no offense, Washington Commanders fans, I think they took y'all for granted. They thought that y'all was going to come in and do nothing. And I honestly, in my mind, I don't know, Ash, maybe I'm giving them an excuse, but I really know that they've been preparing for Tampa. We've known this for weeks, so it's not like, I just think that they definitely washed out. No excuse. Everybody sucked. Dak was absolutely horrible. But it's a fall before the rise. I think it's the fall before. You need one of these games, though. You need a humbling game. If everybody keeps talking about the interceptions, but Dak is throwing 30 points or 35 points, it's the same narrative. He's throwing the interceptions, but he's dominating. Let's see when a team takes you completely out. Beck's thinking that they have a chance now because that's what I'm saying. It's like we needed this. I feel like it won't be the same next week. I'm calling it. But I also think that that was just a bad game, but they needed one of those just humbling, smash out games. And it made me mad. I'll take a horrible game this week over me too.
But look, so I understand why you guys started Dak and all those guys. I get all that. Because you had an opportunity with the Philly loss to sit there and make it as a number 1 seed. I mean, you needed San Francisco to lose too. Now, San Francisco, they stomped Arizona, so we knew what was going on. But still, you had an opportunity to win the division. So I get why you keep them in there. And like you were saying, I don't know if they were score watching or going back and forth trying to see. But the problem is, Janae, like, when do you get to that point? Like you said, after halftime, do you get to that? Do you take them? Because why are you keeping them in, especially after you mute?
What? Okay, but once you score the touchdown, why even do it? Why even go through the motions? You scored the touchdown right before the half. Take it and go off. You already see the scores. I don't know why, I'm just saying, preparing for Tampa, Janae, Bucks take less. But the thing is, the Bucks ain't scoring major points either.
Right.
One time in the season, they scored over 30 points. We've done that multiple times. Yes, we were exposed yesterday. Yes, we did not play. But that does not happen. Haters will hate, but that does not happen. we definitely play to par of people. In the second quarter, we either take off or we start scoring points. At this moment, we were shut out in all assets. Like, it was nothing.
Yeah.
So I think everybody just calm down. It has not happened.
Yeah.
It's not like
But
it's a constant thing.
It's like I told you at the beginning of the year, Janae. Let's be very honest. If y'all don't run the ball and y'all throw the ball more than you run, it's something with it. When Dak tries to put it on his shoulders and
Well, what do? You got to shut down the running game.
I know, but that's the thing. But look, even with that, y'all didn't even really run it that often. I mean, what's his name? Pollard only had like 20 yards on the ground. You know what I mean?
But I think he got touches. I think they all got touches. You saw what we were doing on the ground.
Look, y'all, nobody on y'all rushing game had over 20 yards. Okay? Zeke had the most carries, and he had 8 carries, and he only had 10 yards. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're getting, like you said, you had a bunch of different guys running the ball, but you guys not being able to consistently run it and effectively, that changed the game. That really did.
But once you get behind 3 turnovers back to back, your mental, everything starts to go. You frustrated. I just think they just got to cool down. The greatest thing that could happen is that we got a game on Monday. So then Monday takes over. And now we got a full 7 days to get it together. I honestly think they've been preparing for Tampa from the beginning. I don't think that they ever thought, Hurts would get hurt. I think that they knew that once they lost that Jags game, it was kind of like complete. But we ended up getting close or whatever. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I just think that everybody calm down. Dak has 15 interceptions. Nah, man, we're not going to Cooper Rush. We're not doing it.
Yeah, you got to stick with your guy because Dak can do it. Just like at the end of the first half, Dak drove you guys down the field, and it made you wonder, okay, are they finally coming? Is this about to blow up? But it is to this point, though. The last 3 games, he's thrown like 3 pick sixes. Like, he's been starting to really make you wonder. And, everybody, and I'm going to let you address this. Everybody keeps calling your boy the Kirk Cousins with a little bit more press. I'm trying not to say that, but at the same time, Dak has been throwing some serious interceptions. Now he's been throwing
interceptions, but at the end of the day, it's not like the most in the NFL has ever happened.
It's tied for the most.
But you win. I mean, are you willing to sacrifice? That's why I said you win a Super Bowl and Dak throws 2 interceptions when you win the Super Bowl. Do you think I'm gonna care that he threw 2 picks?
Right.
No, I mean, it happens in a game when you have a quarterback that takes the risk that we do. You see the balls that he throws. He's inaccurate. He can throw a dart in the middle of a crowd. So the thing is, he does play risky, but that's the risk you take with a quarterback that's going to play risky. And at the end of the day, if I'm getting W's with interceptions, please hear from this fan first that I don't give a damn. I will take W's with interceptions any day as long as we can get the job done. Yes, it sucks when it happens. But if you play this aggressive, I mean, why not? I mean, at the end of the day, if we're getting W's. But yesterday, we got shut out. Washington got it.
Now, I don't want to start some Let's Talk Football drama, but your co-host, Ms. Katie Albertson, says he has the most with playing 4 less games.
Oh, man. See how she do me? But it's okay. I'm still okay with it. It's okay. I take interceptions with W's. As long as we're getting W's and them interceptions don't affect the outcome, y'all know it's wins and losses with me and Sean. So,
absolutely.
If his team was struggling and scoring at the last minute, I'm going to support my team whether they throw 5, 15, 20, 50 interceptions. I'm going to support them.
Oh, I respect it. Absolutely.
Long as
now, look,
W's.
Oh, yeah. That's the X factor. But now, look, at one point, I saw, what's the name? 11 from Heaven. I saw him down on one knee. What's he dealing with?
I don't know. Maybe maybe he's winded. I have no idea because he runs from one side of the field. If it runs to the other side, he catches you on the other side. Right. So I think maybe he was just tired. I don't know. They seemed like he was okay. He came back in and he definitely played good. So one player that we can shout out is Michael Parsons. He plays as good as you can go get. I mean, he's a great he's a great back. So I just feel like we got to settle down. We're going to be all right. Cowboy fans, don't worry. We're going to be all right. We're going to shock the world this year.
Here we go. One thing I will say before we get off of this is you guys, I hate to say this, but each time y'all come off a loss, y'all normally hit 2 or 3 wins right after that. So if that keeps going, it could happen. And I think it's very favorable. But look, we about to move on to this thing because
we gotta do it.
They said, even though we won, something that we're not in is the playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Just hope we can win a game. Kate is in these comments talking about the Buccaneers going to take you out. Wow. Here we go. Let's get right into this thing. Let's get into the NFC playoff picture. We're going to bring it up here, Janae. The Monday we're talking about, we got Philly, the number 1 seed. They get the bye. The Saturday game, San Francisco versus Seattle, the 2 versus the 7. San Francisco playing really well right now. The Sunday game at 4:30, the 3 seed Minnesota Vikings coming in here limping, playing the New York Giants, a 6 seed. Can't believe they made it. And the Monday game, your game, Dallas versus Tampa Bay, a struggling Tampa Bay that barely made it out of the division. Janae, how are you feeling about your game and these other two playoff games coming up?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm just like, geez. It's going to be very interesting all around, Sean. So what we're going to hit, AFC or NFC?
Let's go NFC real quick.
Okay, NFC. Us versus Tampa Bay, I feel like we got it. We're going to do it. We're going to this is our year to actually do it. This is the only time you're going to be able to do it. He's beat us 7 times in a row. 7 times. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. But
call it out, Johnny.
I got you. I'm actually calling 31-28 Cowboys.
Okay. Oh, I like that. Look, it's going to be interesting. And like I said, whenever you have lost, you have normally followed it up with a victory. So I feel like y'all can get the W. Tampa Bay is limping into the playoffs, although Mike Evans against Carolina did have those 3 TD receptions. And if they get that connection going where you got Brady going deep, we've seen, just like in our game, how you guys are your corners have been kind of in and out with injuries. You
Absolutely.
guys can't be susceptible to that deep ball.
100%.
Honestly, and I know it's going to be hard for people to hear after we just got the dub, but I feel good. I've gotten my win. So I'm going to take you guys. I got you guys getting 31-17. Honestly, I think Micah and that defense is going to really get up in Tom Brady's face, and that his injuries on the offensive line are just going to be too much. But you have to run the ball. You guys
absolutely.
have to run.
Absolutely.
The team that wins, because both y'all are struggling running the ball. The team that wins this game is a team that's going to be able to establish the run. So that's where I'm at with that one. Yeah, I got you. I show love. Hey, left hand still goes up, though. Let's go.
Oh, my God, guys. Thank you, Sean.
Clip that, yeah.
Clip that. Sydney, where you at? Clip that. That.
Okay, Jensen and Lyman should be healthy and playing. Interesting. Okay.
Ain't worried.
He said, wait, what? Sean, are you feeling okay? We got our W. I'm not worried about it anymore.
Oh, Anthony, good. Are you putting in all that lottery? Because I told you exactly who was going to win, and you kind of told me I was crazy. Did Miami win? And did the Steelers not get?
He got you crying. Moving down the list in a game, honestly, that this is where one of my upset picks. The 6 seed Giants are playing Minnesota. Look, Minnesota has been struggling as of late. We know they're undefeated in one-score games. They're 11-0. We've seen how great they've played. But these last couple games, like they could have had games where they could have moved up to the 1 seed, but they are not playing well right now. So what do you think of this one? For me personally, I got this one 24-21. The Giants pulling this out. I think Brian Daboll, Coach of the Year, he is getting these guys motivated, getting them ready to play. And you got Daniel Jones out here looking like a Pro Bowler. All right. You got this team looking like legit. So I'm going with them, man. I think Minnesota's gonna they're gonna have a quick an early off season.
Wow, Sean.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking it's gonna be 27-21 Minnesota.
Okay.
Minnesota. I'm thinking Minnesota. I know they've been struggling, but I think they can take the Giants. I think they have enough offensive power to take the Giants. They just gotta stay with it. But I do think that they could do it. I mean, they just got to show us the Minnesota that we've seen with throwing it to Jefferson, getting it in. But that's your key. So you better make sure this play is doing that. Period. So let's go to the next game, Sean. So we got Seattle and San Francisco. Shout out to the Seattle fans. And, y'all made it in by the clench of your teeth. You did it. You got in.
Barely. Yep.
So, man, I think there's no chance for Seattle to win this game.
Sorry. I'm with you.
None.
I mean, and it's a good story. Shout out to Kenneth Walker, Michigan State. Shout out to the head coach, Pete Carroll, Gino, all of them. But San Francisco is basically one of the best teams in the NFC, in my opinion, and one of the top 3 teams in the league.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
30-17.
Ooh, I like that. I got 38-17. I think San Francisco, Brock Purdy, is just he got too many weapons. Yeah. Far too many weapons.
I can understand that. I can tell.
So let's move to the other side because the NFC is crazy, but the AFC, you talk about some quarterbacks. Go ahead and start off, Janae.
Man, we got the Chargers. We got Jacksonville, ladies and gentlemen. And honestly, this is going to be a game because both of these quarterbacks can play. They're both young. I feel like with Herbert on one side and, we got that boy Lawrence on the other side, and they fought their way to get that spot. They played their butts off. That defense worked their butt off to get that spot, Jaguars. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking it's going to be a 21-24 Jacksonville.
Ooh, I like that. Look, last year I called this. I said Jaguars and the Chargers will make the playoffs. I said it was going to be in the AFC Championship. Yeah, I didn't get that. I wasn't that. They didn't get that far. We don't know, but they are playing in this matchup.
You did, Matt. You did say it.
And look, I think I gotta agree with you. Look, I love the Chargers. Absolutely, Justin Herbert's doing it. That defense is playing well. Now that they got Keenan Allen back, he's a force to reckon with. But the issue, and also with Mike Williams, you got Austin Eckler. But the issue is, so they played last game after already clinching the playoffs, and the coach kept a lot of those guys in there. Derwin James, they're all world safety. He got dinged up a little bit. There's number 2 wide receiver Mike Williams. He got dinged up a little bit. Yeah. Herbert, I don't know if that was smart, especially going into this playoff game that you're playing, like you said, an upstart Jags team that is hungry. This is not the same team that was here last year. This is a different ball club altogether. And I'm with you. I got Jags 24-17, and Chargers are getting an early exit this year.
I'm sorry, Chargers. I'm sorry. All right, Sean, who we got next?
Here we go. Let's talk about some Chargers revenge game. Let's move down the list and go into the AFC North. The defending AFC champions, Cincinnati Bengals, who are also one of the hottest teams right now. Look, coming in hot. You know what I mean?
Coming in hot. The Bengals,
let's get it. Against a team that's limping in. We don't even know if Lamar going to start. The Baltimore Ravens. What are your thoughts, man? Because I'm excited to see. But I don't know if it's going to be a blowout, but I like because of that defense of Baltimore. I think they'll keep them in this thing. But without Lamar,
what are they doing? Is Lamar really holding out? Is he really injured, or is he really saying, forget this? If y'all not going to pay me for my services, you see what you getting, the type of offensive production you getting without me.
I don't think he thought they was going to last as long. I think he thought that they was going to pay him well before this, because like you said, over the last month, is he back? Is he not back? They're saying he can play, but
that's true. That's very true.
Who you got in this one?
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and call Cincinnati, and I'm gonna say it's a lower scoring game than what I thought it would be. 17-10.
Ooh, I like that.
Without
Yeah.
Lamar, 17-10.
Oh, yeah, without Lamar. I got about
Who
24-13
that
Cincinnati.
daddy gonna beat them Bengals?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Look, Bengals and Smoking Joe. Yeah. I got Cincinnati 24-13. I think their defense is really starting to show up. And anytime you got Justin Herbert doing this thing, yeah, they're a force to reckon with.
100%. 100%.
They're a force to reckon with. But go talk about the last one, Janae.
You got to get this last game in, which I'm very excited about. Miami was able to pull it off and win their game, so they are now the 7th seed, official 7th seed, and the Buffalo Bills. They get to come on home to the Buffalo Bills, who lit it up on Sunday in honor of Damar Hamlin, man. They just balled out. They did their thing. From the very first play of the game.
The very first play. Janae, what? Come on, man. That was beautiful.
That high, Sean. If they ride that high.
Oh.
Nobody
Come on now.
If they can ride that, nobody is stopping them. Nobody.
Period. Yeah, absolutely. And there you go. Look, you got Josh Allen, who I don't think he's going to win the MVP, but he deserves to win the MVP. Absolutely. He's leading a very solid Buffalo team. And you got, coming into this game with everything that had happened with Damar Hamlin, it could very easily have gone another way where, the team just is emotionally drained and not able to do it. But I love that he's brought them together and he's kind of moving forward. McDermott, he's coaching them up right. And I think the health of Damar Hamlin, and shout out to him, he's getting better, ladies and gentlemen. He was discharged back with the team. Woo! So, hey, prayers still to you on a healthy recovery. But way that team is gelling together, I think you're absolutely right, Janae. I mean, these guys are a force to reckon with. And they're playing Miami, who, I'm sorry, I know you called them to make it into the playoffs, and they did it. Shout out to Bobby Wills and everything. But I'm not giving them much chance in this game.
No. Yeah. Absolutely no. I think they would have had a chance to actually get it, maybe win if they definitely had my Tua. Yeah. But I think that's out, or I don't know if he's playing. I don't know what's happening with Miami right now. But Bills are hot. So I'm calling 34 to 17.
Ooh, yeah, that's like I think that was one of the ones in my head. I'm gonna go 38-10. I'm gonna say Miami barely gets off the ground.
They're getting dogged. You think
rough.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be a great playoffs.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
We finally made it here, Sean. Another year of the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, tell us who you think. I mean, we've been shouting out our picks. Let us know what the score, who you pick. We got a dynamic playoffs going on, and Sean, it's does it make you feel some type of way that in one division, it looks like I'm looking at I don't know if I'm blind because I may need some glasses, but it's looking like 3 teams in one division. 3 is in the playoffs right now. Isn't that pretty crazy? And it's missing a team because there are 4 teams. There is missing a team that's taking a nice calm. How does that feel?
If we would have started my guy, Sam Howell, just 1 week before.
Now he's your guy.
We would have been in there. All right. We would have been right there with you.
Sean is a
Ladies and gentlemen, I said it.
Sean is a
I called it. I said all 4 were going to make it. But we are on the bench. The race was not given to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. And when we tried to endure, we did not make it. Oh, my goodness. Saying Sam who? Oh, I like the head, Janae.
I'm sorry, Sean. I'm sorry.
Oh. You know what? It's all right. We got the dub yesterday. I'm happy for that. I'm moving on from this because, daggone it, I know one thing. I know at least 2 of y'all are going to be home with us this week. Or actually, no, I got the Giants winning. So you'll be home. We're going to warm that spot up for you on the couch. Don't worry about that, Janae.
No.
Don't worry about that.
No.
Oh, yeah, we exposed y'all. Let's go. Let's go.
No way. We winning this
thing.
thing. We winning this thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. We'll see. We shall most definitely see. Hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to give you a quick breather, give you a little bit of all the shows that we have going on in Let's Talk Football community. We'll be right back, and we're going to talk about a little Black Monday. Yeah, buddy.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. I'm Sean Spencer. That's my girl, Janae Struther. Yeah. Cowboys fan, even though he took that L. Get him in the morning. Let's go. All right.
I'll say it as many times as he can, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. I had to eat that 56 a lot. All right.
You did. Okay, all right, you got it.
Let's get into this. Today, as you know, the first day of the offseason for a lot of teams. The last day of the regular season was yesterday. The Black Monday. This is when a lot of these coaches get fired. We already know about Matt Rule and Frank Reich that got fired earlier in the year, and then also Nathaniel Hackett. But recently, and more importantly, today, another coach was fired, Cliff Kingsbury of the Arizona Cardinals. He was the one that took the axe. He was out. Lovie Smith also got fired from the Texans. And Janae, talk to me about it, man. Well, first of all, which one are you surprised about?
None. Not surprised at any of the coaches that got released. It's a sad situation, but each of these coaches had horrible seasons, and the situation between Murray and Kingsbury, it just sucks. It just somebody had to, like you said, fall on the knife. He just had to fall on the knife. So I'm not really surprised. It just had to go that way.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this, and you guys might think I'm crazy, but that Lovie Smith firing out of Houston, I understand they were terrible. They played, their record shows it did the most Texans thing ever because they had the number 1 pick and then ended up giving it away to the daggone Chicago Bears. So I thought that you had some things that were looking good. They played y'all great. They didn't give up throughout the season and were able to win some games late, most notably over the Titans. Like, I thought they maybe give him one more year, give him one more draft. I mean, this guy's the guy that got the Bears in the Super Bowl.
That's true. That's very true.
You know what I mean? I just didn't think he should have got the axe so soon, but I get the record. I mean, you can't explain 2-3-1, 3-2-1, 3-12-1.
It was bad. It was really bad. So I don't know what it was, but they got to start with the coaching from the top down. Kyler Murray will have input on the next coach. Absolutely. I think you will, because they got to get along, and clearly they cussing each other out on the field.
Right.
It wouldn't have worked. It already got exposed right then and there. So when there's controversy, and if it doesn't work next year, then everybody's going to be assuming, why didn't you get rid of the coach, or why didn't you get rid of Murray? But they just paid Murray, so he can't go nowhere. Lose.
See, that's the thing. She said, not a chance, Kate Iverson. Yeah, look, it is a lose-lose because it's on one side, we all know Anthony, some of those guys, they call him the angry toddler. So it's like he's a little spoiled brat crying to the administration. But even in the offseason, he had taken down all the stuff on social media. He wasn't trying to have anything to do with Arizona, but clearly they chose him over the head coach. I don't necessarily know if the head coach was the main problem, but like you said, we'll see now. If he struggles with somebody new, then I think it's safe to say it is Kyler. And he's got to get that thing together.
Yeah, most definitely. So we will see. I mean, now there's no excuses. They got rid of the coach, whoever they bring in. Let's see if Kyler can get along with that one. The Texans have a good team to work with, but the ownership maybe have the issue with
Yeah, and people don't want to come there. People do not want to go there to play. I mean, I don't want to say it's a place where careers die. You know what I mean? But you look at Brandon Cooks, who was doing everything in his power to get out of there by the trade deadline.
Yeah, that's true.
What I mean? They got some young, fresh talent, and maybe they can get it together. But as long as they're living under that Deshaun Watson cloud, and hopefully it's starting to move on, it's going to be rough.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be rough.
It's going to be rough.
But
now, look,
that's the way Black Monday goes, Sean. That's how Black Monday goes.
Oh, yeah. Now, there is a name that was not on that list, and I think it was because we got it done yesterday. A lot of talk has been coming out about Ron Rivera needing to be on this list and take the axe. Thankfully, in my opinion, I say thankfully he's still here. We'll see what happens in the near future, but a lot of what's going on with us is directly connected to the owner.
Yeah,
if Dan Snyder's out, they might potentially bring in some new coach to kind of, new owner, new coach, they want their own thing. But if Dan Snyder stays, I think he's going to keep our guy, Ron Rivera. My issue is that our offensive coordinator, Scott Turner, he's got to go because we're predictable.
Yeah. Yeah. But, Sean,
talk to me.
I think that you should get rid of him. He was not winning when it came to the end of the Panthers. He has not won with you guys. The problem is Washington is known to just hold the freak on. You gotta let go. Listen, if McVay gets out there, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to miss an opportunity to get.
If we have a chance at one of those guys, okay, let's cross that bridge when it comes. But as of right now, we don't have a chance for that. And even more than that, I get it, okay? Each of the first 3 years, we started off terrible. 1-4 this year. I think we were 1-6 the 2020 year, and last year wasn't great either. But in the middle of the season, somehow he gets us charged. 4-game win streak last year. This year we were 5-3-1. He gets us going.
And then it crashes. Aren't you tired of it trying to play catch up and then try to sustain and then it doesn't work at the end? Aren't you tired of it? I know he's a good guy. We all love Rivera. We love him. But it's not working.
Listen.
You got so much faith in the players, which I understand. But it ain't coming. Okay. You wonder what's happening, like why they do certain things. It's Rivera. It's his team.
Look.
No, you love him.
Okay, I will say this. Yes, and we say this on Washington Football Weekly. Roster construction, how we put our roster together, definitely leaves a lot to be desired because there's a lot of pieces that we didn't fill in, namely linebacker. We needed a linebacker coming into the draft last year, and we did not fill that in. We went with 2 of our older guys, and that was been a huge issue. We have a tremendously young secondary. We have a lot of guys that are in there, are rookies, that are first-year guys getting that first crack at it. And then our O-line. I mean, I can't say anything else. Like, our O-line has been in and out. We've gone through 3 different centers, couple guards. We moved guys around. Adam, Norwell and Trey Turner that we brought in a year ago have not lived up to expectations. They've had moments, but they have not been great. And at the end of the day, in the 3-year tenure, we've had 8 quarterbacks, Janae. 8
Who
quarterbacks.
is the coach? Who picks the quarterback? Who is the coach of the team?
We found the one. So we don't have to worry about it anymore.
No, but Sean,
okay?
I got to put a pin in that. the same. I want you to think back. Not too long ago, Sean. Ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to listen to this. Not too long ago, my boy Sean was hype about a kid who came in at the last second, started looking good at the very end of the season, then played that kid another season and it failed. Thinking it was going to work again and it failed.
The recipe for success.
Excitement. You give the one game excitement, and yes, it was a good game against a good team.
Against our rivals.
But y'all put it up to Tampa Bay that year, right? Y'all put it up to the very end. You get excited over these short-term quarterbacks. I don't think Sam Howell's going to be your guy. I mean, you got it's same style as Heineke.
Let him know. Who won the game? We won the game.
Oh,
let's go.
God.
Let's go.
God.
But look, I will say this. When it comes to our offseason, I'm not going to dive too much into this. If they give him that, because we have a tendency of firing coaches after 2 or 3 years. So if we're going to give him the 5 years, I say this. Because we're obviously not keeping Carson Wentz.
Absolutely.
That's $28 million that we're going to recoup. Let's sit here and put money into our O-line. Put money into our linebacking core, our secondary. Let's build depth. And we might have to suffer another year of mediocrity. But I feel like if we can start building up around these quarterbacks and see who we have, if it doesn't work, 2024, we go in the draft and we wipe it all clean and we start over. But I'm willing to go one more year because, look, Janae, before Ron came, we didn't sniff the playoffs. 2 times we've been in the playoff hunt, and once we were in the playoff. A year ago, even though you guys destroyed us and the rest of the division destroyed us, last year at the end of November we had a shot. We were 6-6, and then lost the next 4. But still,
this was not a regular year, Sean. How many years people gonna get into the playoffs with 8-8? This was not a regular. This was your year to swing in there. It was your year to take advantage of a mediocre score. Sam Howell, I want you to settle down your spirit. I see the excitement. I see all the excitement from Washington fans because he did it. He did it. But where does it get you? Where does it get you?
I believe, Janae. I believe. All right,
I got the curse of the quarterbacks, man. It's not going to work. Sam Howell may be able to succeed somewhere else, but he's not going to do it in Washington.
We shall see. Yo, is there anybody else that might potentially be on the chopping block?
It does seem like McVay is thinking about leaving, right?
I have heard a lot of that.
And McVay is thinking about leaving, which is crazy.
I can't,
And maybe something going on in the front office. I don't really see a coach kind of like just leaving. They've only been together, not long.
Years. But they just won the Super Bowl. They just won. Why are you trying to go?
It's a little weird. They haven't really talked too much about it, but
you say he's going McVay's going to Amazon.
Everybody's going to Amazon, man. Everybody's doing it. But yeah, I mean, I that's the only coach that I know of that they've been talking about. I mean, besides Rivera, there's some coaches that I'm just like, there's coaches out there that borderline, but I do believe in the system of giving them 4 years, at least 4 years. Yeah. So
you got to give them their time to build.
I also feel like if there's a pattern between the last team you came from and the current team you came from.
Well, he did take a team to a Super Bowl. So if I could get a piece of that pattern.
Since then.
If I could get a piece of that pattern, we might be on the right schedule.
We beat Dallas. Cam Newton took them to the Super Bowl. The MVP took them.
I heard he's available. All right.
Just in case y'all need him. I don't know why you ain't picking up the calls.
We might have to do it. We'll see what's up. I mean, we do have our guy. Let's go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have got to move on. That's Black Monday for you, but we are coming close to the end of the show. We did want to acknowledge the national championship game is on right now. And if I'm not mistaken, it is not looking good. Let me check. Yes, it is 24-7 Georgia with 2:26 left in the second quarter. So
dominating.
Yeah, this one is in the books. Janae, what do you think is going to happen? I mean, you just going to stick with Georgia, or you think TCU can pull it back out?
Second quarter, maybe they could.
It's possible.
It is very possible for them to make a comeback. I'm not sleeping on them. TCU still got a chance.
There you go. Yeah.
Shout out to TCU. Let's go. Underdogs.
Yeah.
I hope all the people that bet on the other underdog, like me, kind of wins. Kind of gets us back. So we'll see. We'll see, Sean.
Yeah, we'll see. I like I said, hey, look, Georgia, they've been here before. They're defending national champs. They're the best team in the last 2 years. Unless something changes, I just don't see it happening. But yeah, I'm with you. TCU, I love the story. Let's see if you can pull it out. But it's not looking good.
That's a rough start. It's definitely a rough start.
Right. So we shall definitely see what's going on. But look, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming down to the end of the show. And one of our favorite segments of the show where you kind of have to ask the question.
That make me crazy.
Does that make me crazy?
Yeah.
Me and Sean have this segment because we got feelings, guys. We have personal feelings and thoughts that we have that matter. And people don't think that me and Sean sound sane. So we want to see, does it make us crazy when we say these statements? Sean, what is your first? Does that make me crazy?
Oh yeah. I'm coming up to bat and I'm calling my shot. Ladies and gentlemen, no, don't worry. You don't got to say anything crazy because when we won, it wasn't so crazy. No, but I will say there was a team that I called out a year ago and I said they had absolutely the worst of everything with the coaches, with the former analysts coming in, with just everything bare bottom, but they were able to get a quarterback that is a generational talent. Mr. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars went from worst to first and made it to the playoffs. And ladies and gentlemen, people are going to start overlooking this team. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you this right now. I called it that they would make it to the AFC Championship, and I'm sticking with it. The Jaguars make it to the AFC Championship. Does that make me crazy?
That make me crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, Sean.
Yeah.
Wow. You went big.
Let's go.
You went big.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Okay. I can ride with it. All right. There is a team that is currently in the playoffs.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
There is a team that is currently in the playoffs. I just tipped my hat at the same time. You like the theatrics? Currently in the playoffs. My Dallas Cowboys, and people are sleeping. We just had the flubs of games, and that
Right.
Up.
My challenge coins.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear.
I would have, because you
Girl.
can put the challenge coins on it.
No, I can hear my ear. I'm hearing Savi.
Can y'all hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Oh yeah, you're good now.
I was hearing her phone call for a second.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, what?
My bad. Now you guys can hear me. You guys got butchered for a second. Well, I got butchered for a second. My team got butchered. But
Beautiful.
I feel like, Sean, we could do this thing. There's been 7 times where one quarterback has just had our name, and he was not let go, and that is Tom Brady. And this time, ladies and gentlemen, does it make me crazy that not only will my Cowboys beat them, but we'll do it in our fashion. We will destroy them 36-3.
What? That make me crazy.
I had to save my. I lied on my score earlier because I wanted you guys to know about my. Does that make me crazy? But I'm going for a blowout.
Dallas is gonna beat them that bad?
We're gonna show them. We're gonna show the world.
Wow.
Shut up.
Johnny said Tommy's gonna go get 8.
No.
I don't agree. Wow.
It's not gonna happen. Johnny, I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Blowout.
Okay. Hey, it could happen. BG, I see you joined us.
What's up, bro?
Let him know, BG.
Brandon, settle down.
Left hand
Settle down,
up.
Brandon.
Let's
Settle
get it.
down.
Yo.
Washington, yo, relax at home. Lay on the couch with your head up.
Oh, I'm doing it. Oh, I'm doing it. See, because when the scripture talks about enduring, it doesn't talk about how long you're going to have to endure. Janae, we've been enduring since 91. Oh, but help me, somebody, after finding the truth and the light. We sat there getting the dub with a third string quarterback out of North Carolina. And I'm telling you something. Ladies and gentlemen, does that make me crazy? Next year, Washington is taking the NFC East on the arm of Sam Howell. Yeah.
That make me crazy.
Let's go. Sammy, baby.
Sean, what is happening to you?
Sammy. Let's go.
Well, Sean,
Let's go.
I just would like to say my next one. I don't want people to think I'm crazy because y'all all should actually agree with me. And if you don't think this, you probably are crazy. But there is a team that has not done much winning in the last forever.
Oh,
For as long as you've known this team didn't even want to show their faces when they were at the game because they were just embarrassed to be supporting this team. But they were there. They were there rooting them on. And that is the Detroit Lions.
ooh.
The Detroit Lions, not only will they come back next year better than ever, but we can catch them in the playoffs. Not only in the playoffs, but at least making it to the divisional round.
What?
Does that make me crazy?
That make me crazy.
Okay. Oh, I
Very
can see
good
that.
team. Very good
Oh,
team.
yeah. I can see
They
that.
can work on all the pieces that they got, man. They were churning at the right moment, which was scary. It would have been
Yeah.
scary to have Detroit in this mix.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's check the comments. Johnny said, LOL. Brandon said, bruh. Yeah. Oh, Nicole. Ooh, taking on the Cowboys and the Eagles. Yep. Look, no worse than Dallas delusion, Sean Spencer. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Yeah, you go just as
Johnny,
far.
I feel the hate, baby, but when we win, I want you to come back. Be a guest on the show when we win. When we win, come and face the music. I don't care any more expectations on the Commodores.
Hey, that's right, B. That's right. I can't call it.
Low expectations, then they can't let you down.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Lions should definitely be competitive next year. Hey, I agree. I 100%. I don't think you're crazy at all for that. I definitely think they're going to get in.
They're going to be beasts. Nah, don't pick up on us. Don't pick up on us. We're going to shock you this year.
We going to see. Oh, we going to see. Lions will make more noise than the Cowgirls next year. Now, that's crazy. Ooh.
That
Ooh,
is crazy. That does
coming.
make you crazy.
Let's go.
Down.
Yo, we got to move on, ladies and gentlemen. You know we're at the very last segment of the show, the longest running segment, the Down and Dirty, baby.
The Down and Dirty, baby, where me and Sean basically get to just say what's on our mind. We hope that you guys take it. And even if you don't, receive it in love and we just keep it moving. But we love this segment because it just gives us a voice. If you guys got something to say, please put your Down and Dirty in the comments because we just want to, it starts the conversation no matter what you got to say.
Absolutely.
All right, Sean, what you got for your Down and Dirty, baby?
Yo, so first and foremost, Happy New Year. Our first episode of 2023.
Let's go.
And the 5-year anniversary of our second ever show that we did.
Woo!
Yes. Yeah. We
Let's
have
go,
been
baby.
doing it. We've been creating it. We've been going back and forth wherever we've been, from the choir room to Zoom to StreamYard.
Everywhere.
We have been putting in that work, man. Janae, I wouldn't do it with anybody else but you. No doubt about it. But one thing I would say is that one of the things that I absolutely love about this show is that it's allowed you and I to connect on another level. We're
Absolutely.
so close.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And then as we've grown it, we've been able to connect with just
so
different
many people. It's
It baffles
a beautiful thing.
It blows my mind sometimes to really see just all the people that we're sitting here interacting with just because we're doing this, just because we're talking football. And it makes my heart smile. There's nothing that I love more. Even when we're arguing and picking at each other, going back and forth, I absolutely love it. And it was one of the things, like when I went this weekend to see Nick, I was in Chicago doing something I probably would not have done, just going there for a day. But I was so glad to be able to see him. Absolutely. And then just to see, like, I met his family, I met all his people, and it was like it was built from just what you and I did.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't even really have the words for it, but I will say this. I'm not one for resolutions and everything, because every single day I feel like you need to improve yourself. Absolutely. You need to work on yourself every single day, and it's not going to be any different on the new year or anything like that.
Absolutely.
But I will say this. If you have an idea and you have something you want to do, create it. If you have something you want to write it. If you have somewhere you want to go. If you have somebody you want to meet them. Do everything that your heart desires, because you never want to sit back and think, damn, I wish I would have done that.
Yes.
Dog, I'm so long. When I sit here and think that I'm almost 40, and I know some of us, we got some older cats in here, and that's not as old as some of you, but when I think that how long it took me to get to this in my life, and I just think about all the years that I wasted, I could have been doing something like this, meeting 100%, all of you.
100%.
People, do not let not one day pass you by, man. Enjoy each and every one of those days. And hey, you go out there and do it. Don't wait. Don't wait for anybody else to do it for you. Go out there, step out on faith, do it. I'm here for you. Janae's here for you. LTF is here for you. Let's get it, man. 2023.
Let's go.
We raising up, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Raise it up.
Let's
2023. Drop the mic. I don't even need to say it down and dirty.
Let's go.
Absolutely. That is 100% how we go in 2023. It can only go up from here, man. This is a beautiful thing, Sean. I'm tearing up because I'm just like, yo, this is crazy that it's gotten this far with these beautiful people that you have introduced me to. Sean, this is all because of you. It was an idea that I had, but you expanded it beyond your wildest dreams. But nobody would have ever imagined that all these shows, bro. I'm just super excited. I love you, man. The journey has been amazing. I just can't believe it's gotten this far, man. But this family is unbreakable, man. Let's talk football family. You know, we talk to each other more than we talk to our family. Like,
come on now.
Constantly in communication all day long, man. It's just a beautiful thing. And Sean, I couldn't have said it better. Drop the mic. That's the down and dirty. Let's go.
Let's go. Yo, real quick, give you all a score update. Georgia has expanded that lead 31-7. Well, TCU, it was a nice story. It was a nice story, but it doesn't look like it's going your way. Here we go.
It's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
Oh, it's rough. It'll
be better for my team, ladies and gentlemen. You guys already know what time it is. Sean's sitting at home. The top, teams that are in there are getting ready to celebrate. So, Sean, I'm sorry, but the next teams must go on. The next phase, ladies and gentlemen.
What did Motel 6 say? They say we'll leave a light on for you. Yeah. We'll leave the couch warmed up for you. Don't worry about Janae. You'll be with us soon enough. Let's get it.
Oh, you see how we go? See how we go?
Oh yeah.
Be here next week. Y'all know it's going down. Probably same time, 8:00. Look out for us because it's going down. We're going to talk about what happens, whether you see me crying or you see me in my stands. Either way, it is going down, and I hope you guys are ready. Catch us next week, man. Sean, I'm excited. I'm riding off in a high.
Hey, let's go out the right way. It's the beginning of the end of Dallas. Let's go.
Why would you show that comment before the end of the show, man? We stopped showing comments.
Let's go.
I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. We'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all.
Let's go. Left
Let's
hand
go.
up.
Hand up, left hand up. Who are we? Recommend.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The line. Here. The line. New man on the so fine. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Janae